Bro, a quick interlude, but I go and cause I needed to shave my legs. I've been feeling like a man. My legs been looking crazy. So I just went and I just finished shaving my legs. After I finished shaving my legs, I'm going looking in the water. What? Anyways, after I finished shaving my legs, I'm gonna look in the water. And I see it looked like a rock. It looked like a weird rock. I'm looking like, why does it look like a clam? Mind you, this is like a lake or a pond. It's not connected to no kind of ocean. Y'all done found a whole mussel. A whole mussel inside of this pond. I ain't gonna eat it. I took it because I want to see what it looked like inside. But I ain't gonna eat it because it was just sitting on the side right where I was sitting there shaving my legs. I'm like, that mussel probably got soap or in the mouth. I be seeing. I call myself eating this damn mussel, and all I taste is a whole bunch of hair and soap. I don't know, but I picked it up. It's one over here. I picked it up because I want to see how it look inside. Because if I remember, I thought clams and oysters is only supposed to be in like the ocean or like by salt water. This isn't even salt water. This is freshwater pond. So that's weird, but I picked it up, y'all. And I got my legs together. So we out here. And now I'm back at this other bar. These people are out here. I don't know how people go kayaking. I'm scared to go kayaking. As bold as I've been getting in this water and all kinds of stuff, I'm scared to go kayaking because I feel like if I go kayaking, I'm going to end up tilting over and falling into the water. And I am not trying. I don't know. I just got a fear. Like, I've just got over my fear of getting back into, like, open waters. But I keep myself by the shore. Or by like, the rocks or whatever. I do not go farther than that. I am not that bold yet. I feel safe. I feel safe, like, right in these areas, the rocks. Where I could still step on stuff. But, yeah. Alright, so back to regular programming because I had already made this video early and I was going to call it a day until I came out here between my legs and I found the clam. Well, myself. So, back to regular schedule. Good morning. This is that glare. That glare is not going to work. That glare is not going to work. Alright. We are going to switch to the other side. Hopefully that makes it a little better. Definitely made it better. I didn't want to sit on this side because I see spider webs over here. And I don't play with the spiders. But what's good? Good morning. Hopefully everybody's having a good morning so far. I'm definitely having a great morning. Well, I don't want to say great morning. I'm having a good morning. Bro, the rain is still coming down. Every time I turn around, it's like just pouring raining out of nowhere. Y'all, my fingers are so dirty. I took a bath yesterday morning, and by the time the night came, my nose was like this. Like, this is gross. The one thing, I like eating the food from, cooking over the campfire. The only problem is, because I cook in a tray, the smudging on the bottom of the tray, sometimes I just be careless And yeah, that smudging is no joke. Once it get on your fingertips and all that, it's just like, it's stuck there. Like, even if I go to rinse it off, it still don't come completely off. And then once it get under your nails, it's a wrap. So this is the only gross thing. Mind you, I'm the same person that always, I dead look at people's hands. Like, when a guy trying to talk to me or something, or I'm interested in a guy, the first thing I look at be their fingernails and their hands. They fingernails and their hand size. Like, I don't know what kind of weird stuff I be on, but that is the first thing I go to, is to see how their fingernails look. First, I look to see if they clean. I look to see the shape of the fingernail, and and then I go into how big their hands are. Like, yeah, I'm a weirdo, but yeah, this is gross. But yeah, last night was crazy. Mind you, it's crazy because I just was sitting here, and I had made the video the other day, and I was saying, I was talking about it raining and it being like little spots in the tent that have a tendency to let, water in or whatever. Not a lot, but a little bit. In the middle of the night no, it was like 3 this morning. Around 3 this morning, I wound up feeling like, I don't know. I don't know what that is. It's like a dry spot in the back of my goddamn, by where that thing hang at the top of the back of your mouth. I had like a dry patch. But yeah, last night around 3 this morning, I'm sleeping, and for some reason, like, I was caught in that part of the sleep where I'm like kind of up because I was kind of turning around, and I feel all of a sudden I just feel a wet spot like on the back of my heel on my foot, and I instantly hop up and like move my foot because I'm like, bro, I know I am not laying in the puddle of water right now. So I turn my light on, turn my phone on for the light, and I saw like it was water that I got in the tank. And it wasn't a huge puddle. It was probably like this amount that was by my foot, a little flat portion of water, and then I saw the droplets, leading up to the area, one of the areas that be like having a tendency to have water leaking. But I was like, yeah, hell no. Not a good sign. So I got up and I had wiped it up and everything and just put I had like I got what they call it, a kaftan, like the nighttime gown or whatever. A little, I don't know, everybody call it different. I call it a kaftan. Some people call it momos or miu mius, whatever. Some people call it the granny dress and everything. The little, house gown, the long maxi onesie type thing. So I had one of those that I be using just to like clean the tent out and stuff like that because it dries quickly. So yeah, I just cleaned up the water, but it was pouring on and off all night. First of all, yesterday was mad windy. It was crazy windy. Like, I had to redo the tent and everything because I'm laying there, and I kind of been, putting the tent up in a lazy way. I haven't been strapping down everything like I should strap it down because I just haven't been in the mood. And I'm like, child, it's gonna stay up anyway. So why do I need to do all of this? But yesterday was so windy, I had to like really secure all sides down and everything because the wind was blowing and the whole tent was literally like caving in and then popping back out. I was like, oh nah. So I went and took the straps out to strap it down, and we was good to go after that. But then once I did that, the rain just started kicking in crazy. I don't know what it was, but off and on, off and on. If I'm not mistaken, I heard when I went to where was I? I was somewhere. Oh, I think my last day when I was at the job. Yeah, I overheard some of the people talking about it's supposed to be like a thunderstorm or something. It was supposed to be like a really really bad thunderstorm that was supposed to hit I guess like the south, the southern area or whatever. So that's probably what we're getting a gist of, child. I don't have no access. Look at these ants, crazy, crazy. But somebody coming out. Yeah, I don't have access to any kind of social media or news or anything right now. Like, even though I got a phone, my phone, this phone is not doing all that. And plus, I had used all the data because I would be sitting here on YouTube watching movies in my spare time. So it's moving mad slow right now. But yeah, I don't have access to none of that stuff. So I don't be knowing what's going on. I don't be knowing when it's going to rain. I wake up one morning. If I feel like it's going to rain, I just take, protective gear, making sure just in case or whatever. But for the most part, I don't be knowing what's going on. I don't know if it's going to be hot. I don't know if it's going to be cold. I don't know if it's going to rain. I don't know. Like, I just don't be knowing anything. So I'll literally just be out here hanging it. And I'm kind of cool with it. Like, honestly, I've been managing, like, it's crazy because now I kind of know how to tell whether or not it's going to rain. I do not want to be this much of a wilderness person, but just by like smelling the air. Well, I mean, I always kind of knew like if it's gonna rain by smelling the air and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's just like different sensory things that start kicking in after you've been, out here for a while. You start, recognizing certain, even like certain type of animals that come out. Like lately, because of the rain so much, I've been noticing. Last night I saw a frog for the third time in this area. And this isn't even the area that I would feel like the frogs would be. I know over by like the beach area, there's frogs and stuff, especially at night. Like you'll see them. Oh right, y'all gonna have to find somewhere to go, cause bro, we're not gonna do this. But yeah, I know by over by like the beach area, there'd be like frogs at night and stuff like that, and be mad at them, and they'd be huge. What was that one? Am I bugging, or did I just see something crawling? Bro, I need to get like I didn't feel like recording inside the tent today. Mind you, I got rid of the chair. The chair started the chair was way too big. Like no lie, it was a comfortable chair, but the chair was way too big. And I got tired of lugging that around with the rest of my stuff. I'm like, mind you, before I even started doing all this, I was like, I need to buy some type of collapsible compact chair. And, to like save bread, I was like, you know what? I actually have a beach chair already. I was like, you know what? I'm going to skip over the chair. I'm going to get other certain things or whatever that I could utilize instead. And I'm going to just use that chair. But yo, that chair is way too big. Way too big and way too bright. Like, it was just this bright blue that just stands out. Like, nah. I need something more compact, something that collapses down more so it fits into the wagon a little bit better. And yeah, so but yeah, that's why I wanted to be out here. So I just came over by the picnic table. Cause I'm like, child, I do not feel like recording that tent. I don't feel like being in the tent right now. And the rain stopped for the moment. I don't know how long this is gonna last, but as of right now, it is not pouring. It was raining this morning before I woke up. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to get that. But it was raining this morning, right before I had woke up. So, mind you, my bath yesterday was so amazing. It's crazy. Like yesterday morning, I think I jumped up around, I don't know, maybe around 7 or 8 to go bathe. But like the lake was so misty, like you couldn't even see through the air completely. It was so foggy. It was just so nice. And then the water was warm. Like it was a little bit cool outside, but the water was warm. And it was just mad foggy over the lake. And bro, it's literally like something, honestly, it felt like something out of a movie, kind of like a scary movie, like The Fog or something. But it was just so peaceful and serene. the fishes was all sitting there right there. I guess they thought I was going to feed them. I'm over there trying to clean myself off. And they over there swimming over by my feet and all kinds of stuff, waiting for something to fall in. But outside of that, yeah. Today, mind you, last night, my mind's been going on a rampage. Like yesterday, I don't know what it is, but every time I get a notification in regards to this whole school situation, it sends my anxiety through the roof. I don't know what it is. Like, I think, honestly, I think I waited so long to, not so much I waited so long. I waited for the right reasons. You know, I had to go through the trials and tribulations that I went through to, you know, get to be who I am, you know, today. To even be able to face going back to school and knowing what I'm dealing with, you know, and the type of people I'm going to be around and what to expect and stuff like that. So timing is everything. I think the timing right now is pretty decent. I have a lot of stuff going on with me and my kind of living situation and stuff like that. But I don't know, at the same time, for some reason, I just feel like I'm going to be okay. And even though school is demanding, it takes a lot of time and, you know, set aside to, you know, cater to school and, you know, your studies and stuff like that. At the same time, you know, I'm also, you know, starting a new whole job field and everything, and my living situation ain't great. So it sounds like I have a lot going on, but I don't know. I kind of don't fully feel like it. Like I feel like I got this. Like, and it's like, why am I about to cry? I don't know. I feel like, yeah. I feel like I got this. Like, I feel like, bro, why am I crying? Yeah. I'm sorry, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like I got this. Like, I don't feel overwhelmed. I don't feel like I'm out of sort. I don't know. I just been in a mood of just going with the flow of everything that I got going on right now, because I don't know, I feel like if I just don't go with the flow, like I'm just gonna go insane. I'm gonna go insane, and it's gonna make things a whole lot worse for me. So right now, the only thing that I can do is just stay positive and go with the flow. So I am belting it out. But yeah, I don't know. I had got a message. What's today? Today's Saturday, Friday. Was it yesterday? Or was it Thursday? I think it was Thursday. I had went over to the library. I managed to get my power bank charged up like halfway. Crazy. I know if I go, mind you, I haven't even utilized it right now. I'm using this, I'm recording, but I got the wire hooked up to my laptop because I was able to fully charge my laptop. So I'm recording, because without this being hooked up to some type of power source, this thing, the battery life is garbage. Like, it dies. If I start recording, this thing will be at 100%, and then not even a minute later, this thing probably be shutting off. I don't know what's up with this, but yeah. That's kind of why I went and got the new, and it's crazy how things work. That's the reason why I ended up getting the iPhone 12 when that had came out, because this wasn't, you know, functioning well. Bro, When I sold that iPhone 12, mind you, I lost this device because this is what I used to utilize, you know, to get things done and handle all my business or whatever when I needed like a faster moving device. And this is an iPod, by the way, mind you, iPod Touch. But yeah, when I had got the no when I had got the 12, I got the 12 because of the camera quality, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna start, you know, creating content. I'm gonna start a channel, a YouTube channel or whatever. And I had got the I had I had got the iPhone 12 when it had came out. And then last year, when I was in the shelter last year, and I was, you know, moving around everything, mind you, I kept this device on me like this because this is always like my backup device, just in case anything. I know how to, you know, navigate with this. Bro, I thought I lost this device. I thought I lost this device since last year, June last year. I thought maybe possibly during all the spring cleaning and stuff that I was doing, getting rid of all kinds of, what are you digging for? This thing is just here. Like, I don't know if y'all can even see it. Okay. Oh yeah, it's right there. But anyways, I had what I was saying. Yeah, I had last, mind you, and I only know that I wound up losing it in June because once I found it, literally the day I sold the iPhone 12, like a week or two ago or something, that same day, later on that day, no, it wasn't later on that day. It was the next day, either the next day or the day after. I had stopped to go get my duffel bag from my mother's house, and no lie, I swore, because I knew I had it in the duffel bag or whatever, and I knew I had kept it in the duffel bag. That was the first place that I checked when I lost it. I'm like, bro, where's my stuff? So I go and I'm checking, couldn't find it in the duffel bag. Mind you, in the process, I'm throwing out a whole bunch of stuff, clothes, you know, all kinds of hygiene products, all kinds of like bags, like laundry bags, just mad different stuff I'm just throwing out and I'm getting rid of or giving it away. And so I swore this thing was gone. Sure enough, after I sold that iPhone 12, that day or two after, I went to go get my duffel bag because I was trying to compact, you know, all the stuff that I had. I had too many like different bags going on inside of the wagon. So I'm like, I'm gonna just go get the duffel bag and put all, you know, first of all, get rid of some of the stuff that I have, you know, like literally get rid of it. And then the stuff that I'm gonna keep that I can use, I'm just gonna put that into storage or whatever. But the rest of the stuff that I got there that I'm going to keep, I'm going to put it all in that duffel bag. But I went to go get that duffel bag, and once I started, I had a pair of shoes because I had some boots. I was wearing boots, and the boots that was messing up my feet, like the size of my feet. I had went to go pick up my sneakers, my only pair of fucking sneakers I got right now. I had went to go pick them up so I can, you know, have a comfortable shoe on my foot. And I went to go put the boots inside of the duffel bag. And when I opened up the duffel bag, I know at the bottom of it, you know how sometimes, well, they should nowadays, but you know, the duffel bags come with like the bottom part that you could take out. It's like a cardboard thing that probably like folds up, but it's just to hold the bottom sturdy. I went to go take that out to open it up to lay it flat down. In the process of picking that up, there goes the fucking iPod. I was looking like, I just started laughing. I started laughing because I'm like, bro, you can't be serious. Like, what is life right now? Like, you cannot be serious, because I legit was just thinking like, okay, so now how am I going to record content? You know, like, I already know that the laptop may be an issue because the whole mic situation on the laptop. And this phone right here, it's a dub for recording any type of content. Like, it's not happening with that. So I'm like, how am I going to record content? As soon as I lift that thing up, there go the damn iPod. I was like, yo, well, at least this feels like a sign for me to keep going with creating content, because I'm not even going to hold you. Like, I'm very iffy about the whole, YouTube channel situation. Like, I don't know if this is something that I really want to be doing. But I started it, and then once I felt like I was going to sell the iPhone, I'm like, bro, yeah, like, how am I going to create? I was still in the mentality, like, I'm going to find a way to continue making content. I might just have to postpone it to a later time. But once I saw that, it made me feel like, it didn't, honestly, no, I'm not even gonna lie. It didn't make me feel like, okay, this is a sign that I should keep going. It made me, that's how I feel now. Talking about it now, it makes me feel like, okay, maybe that was a sign, like, yeah, bro, like, keep going. You know what I'm saying? But in the time, the only thing that I could think of, yo, it's ironic how everything worked. I literally just sold the iPhone, and now I find this after I was been looking for you since last June of 2023 and couldn't find you nowhere. And the first place that I looked for you all throughout, and I know I'm not bugging. The first place I looked for you, you wasn't even there. Bro, I'm not bugging. I know I'm not bugging, but whatever. At least I found it, so I can continue making content. To be honest, and the only issue is not so much of an issue, because I could get it done. It's just gonna be a bit of a hassle, getting it done, trying to upload content, because the hotspot one is, no lie, once I start uploading content using this hotspot, it's probably gonna burn that data out mad quick. And commuting to and from the library all the time, it's work that I could do, but I'm going through a lot of like mental battles right now where things seem a little bit off. So I kind of feel like I'm trying to be low key, but then at the same time, I just be getting like, it's like I be trying to be low key, but once I start getting irritated, that whole low key shit go out the window, because I be like, bro, like, I ain't got time for this today. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, sometimes I be feeling like I'm dealing with the repercussions of me just feeling like I ain't got time for this today and doing what I want. And then sometimes I feel like I'm not getting any consequences for thinking like that. I don't know. It's just weird. Like, I'm paying attention to too much stuff that I typically don't pay attention to, that I normally don't really care about. Yeah, so that's that. But, yeah, so I don't know. I feel like it's a sign that I should just keep going. And not only that, but I don't know. I don't know. Right now, I feel, what the freak? Why are y'all here? Go away. Like, bro, these fucking ants. Like, what the fuck is over here in that snake boat? I mean, I'm right by the fire pit, so that's probably like, get the fuck off of me. That's probably why they're like over here, because it's probably just food that's laying around over by the grill. But, yeah, I need to stop saying but, today feel like it's gonna be a bit of a smooth day. I kind of want to go to the library. I had to set in my mind that I was gonna go to the library, and I've been telling myself if I say I'm gonna do something, just do it, because I feel like when I don't do it, things don't really go my way, moving forward. So I'll probably try to sit there and make my way over there. I don't really know the schedule, like what time they should be open by now. I'm hoping. It is Saturday. I can't even check on my phone. Whatever. Um, yeah. So who's playing music? Oh, I'm like, who's playing music? So right now, I'm just going with the flow. How you doing? He's playing his Mexican music. I know that's right. But yeah. He he. Why am I talking about that man? What I was going to say? Yeah. So I was thinking about something this morning. I forgot what it was I was thinking about, but it was something that was bothering me in the sense of I can't even remember. Like I'm not even gonna try to talk about it because I'm just gonna sound stupid trying to get something out that I can't even fully get out and process right now. But I need to get away from this table. That's what I need to do because these things is getting on my nerves. And we about to get up to the 30, yep, the 30-minute mark. So I'm probably gonna have to wrap this up anyway. It was mind you, I had intentions of talking about something completely different when I got on here today, and I really forgot. So maybe that means I'm not supposed to be talking about it right this moment. One of the things I did want to talk about is like my anxiety when it comes to this whole school situation. That definitely off grab. I just wanted to get off my chest because I don't know. This is just something for my own how do you put it? I don't want to say my own recording, but just to have this, for playback. The I knew I wasn't bugging. Just to have it for like playback, bro. It's mad. It's over here. Just just for playback purposes, personally. When I could just go and look back, at I don't know. I'm just feeling like, bro. After all this is all said and done, after probably school is all said and done and everything, I can just go back and look at everything that all the emotions I kind of endured in this whole process. So, yeah. Another thing is I kind of been contemplating because I haven't chosen a major. When when I was in college before I was majoring in business administration. And I always told myself I was going to go back to school to finish off what I started. However, however, um, I don't know. Like I'm interested in business, but then at the same time, I kind of feel like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Like I'm interested. Okay, put it like this. My interest in business was just having interest in owning my own business. Like I always said that I always wanted to open up a non-profit non-profit organization, but like a kind of like a community center of the arts for kids. You know what I'm saying? Where they can come and, you know, just try different stuff in art, you know, whether it's visual art, performing art, anything. You know, they just everything art related. They could come music, anything. You know, I just wanted a center, kind of like it's like kind of like a YMCA, but of the arts, so to speak, a community center. Yeah, but I also wanted something that was gonna be a bit more uh, lucrative, you know, because a non-profit organization is good, but I'm gonna need, you know, grants is cool, you know, having people donate is cool, but I don't know, something about, I don't really like people that have good intent. I don't mind working with, but people who have motives is the things that kind of backtrack me from taking, you know, grants and donations and stuff like that from people. So I don't like it, it's, don't get me wrong, that the idea of running that type of business is costly, but that's why I want to have my own separate business that's an actual lucrative business that's going to generate an income that I can like just fund something like that on my own, and I don't have to worry about outsourcing, you know, anything from anybody, you know, and kids can just come and be kids and have fun and not having to think about, you know, being not having to think about things kids shouldn't be thinking about. You know, they can just come and enjoy, you know, their youth while they can. But yeah, I'm like I'm just on the fence right now as to what I want to do, because then I want to do that, but then I'm like, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna stick with business for now, because I feel like I'm gonna probably need that background no matter what I decide to do. And the crazy thing is, even going back to school after, that's what it was this morning. That's what it is, because I already set my classes, but I kind of been thinking that, you know, probably next semester or something, I want to pick up some type of like digital classes or graphic design or whatever. And as I was thinking about that this morning, I'm like, bro, I'm going back to school to do all this stuff. Like, I don't know. And then there's a part of me that feel like you really gonna pay to go to school. Like, you can honestly learn all this stuff on your own. You know, not going to a whole institution to learn it. You know, like I've already tried, you know, college in the past. It didn't work out. I don't know. It's like negative thoughts just coming to me. I already tried college in the past. It didn't work out at that time, you know, and then moving forward, prior to even going to college, graphic design and stuff like that, all those little things, I was doing that back in like MySpace days. But pretty much everybody I know was dabbling into stuff like that. Back in like MySpace days, where we were sitting there, you know, designing pages, creating all kinds of stuff, using code and stuff. Like we've already, like, I've already been down that road, no lie. So now you know, only to move forward, and then I go to college, and then it don't work out for me at that time. And then it made me feel like, okay, I had took out a huge loan that I gotta pay back, and I didn't even get my degree for the money that I have to pay out back and everything. Now, with the knowledge I already have, the life experience I've already gotten, I'm going back. It kind of make me feel like I'm kind of going back into the same cycle. Like, you're really gonna go do college, when you already know that you can kind of learn things on your own, just by doing your own research and, looking stuff up and learning it that way. But then at the same time, it kind of make me feel like, bro, but by the time I go into an institution or something, or try to go get a job somewhere or start a business somewhere, they're not really gonna view me as credible. So that's what's making me want to go to college, I guess, because I don't know, everything is ran off by who you know, where you been, where you attended, and stuff like that. Like, people, they don't really go off of face value. If you're somebody that just got it on your own, you figured everything out on your own, like, I mean, that's great. But I feel like a lot of people just don't be wanting to take a chance if they don't feel like, yeah, credible. Like if you don't have a name, like, people aren't, I don't know, that's just the mentality. I've never been in that mentality before. Like, I've kind of it's always stuff that I kind of like heard of and knew about and just knew existed. Like, yeah, people are like that. Some people are like that. Some institutions are like that. Some, jobs, businesses, whatever have you, they're like that. But then you have some people that are not. But now I'm kind of in this, I don't want to say negative, but to me, for how I naturally think, it's kind of negative. Now it's like, I feel like I just have to have all these type of references and credentials just to attain something. Whereas before, I don't know, I didn't feel like that before. Before, all I felt I needed was myself. Like, I didn't feel like I needed anything backing me up to kind of like, how do you say it? Just to kind of like back me up and saying, oh yeah, like, I could do this, like a reference. Like, I never felt like I needed that before, because I was willing to, for me, my personality, bro, I could get it done. You know what I'm saying? I could get the job done. That was always my mentality. It was more so like, it's either you want me or not. Like, because if I come in here, I'm going to get the job done. So what we doing? Now it's like, I don't know. For some reason, I'm in the mentality, it make me feel like, oh, now me going into a job, I need all kinds of references and everything. Like, what do I need a reference for? I've never been in that mentality before. Because even now, I know that, bro, if I get in there, I'm going to get the job done. It's just now, for some reason, something in me is making me feel like I need references. Like, if I go to a job, like, they're going to be looking for that from me, references or something to establish myself, a degree, I don't know, something. Like, I got to prove myself to something. What do I need to prove myself to you for? Bro, I could get it done. Get me in there. Let me get this done. Because, as we speaking, it's not getting done. Get me up in here. I'm going to get it done regardless. Like, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And that's kind of like the energy that I miss being in. But I don't know. I don't know where it went. I don't know where it went. But whatever. So yeah. Thanks for hearing me rant, I guess. I don't know y'all, but I love y'all. Until next time. Bye. I had to come back on here because I'm like, I'm just amazing myself. But I just finished speaking today. I told myself I was going to eat today. And so far I done had like 3. I had another bar. That would have been my 3rd bar once I got back to the tent. But like the Nutra type of bars, I had one Nutra bar, earlier, but then I had 2 of the chewy ones, the oats with the honey thing, whatever. So now I came back and I made a pack of oodles and noodles or whatever, and then I don't think this is a mussel. I think this is a clam. It's weird. It's like shaped weird. I can't really tell. Like the way it looked inside, it looked like a clam. But the shell is like long and narrow, like a mussel almost, but then it's kind of wide at the same time. So I don't really know what this thing is. I kind of want to be a daredevil and taste it, but then at the same time, I do not trust tasting anything that I was sitting there shaving my legs at and having soap in the water and all kinds of stuff. And then plus the pond that's like, I don't feel like this should be in no pond. So I don't know about that. But this is it right here. And if you like, I don't know, because the shell literally looks like, I don't know, kind of like a clam, but then kind of like a mussel, but then I don't know on the inside. I'm just gonna go with mussel. I'm gonna stick to mussel. I don't know, but that's how it looks. What the hell? Yeah, and it smells like it's been in the sea, but this is not seawater. I don't know what this is. And I kind of want to taste it. I just threw it. I didn't throw it in with the noodles. I put it actually I put it like right into the fire that was burning, and then I just had the noodles sitting on rocks on top of the fire. But I don't know, y'all. I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Mind you, and it's not fully like that's not the part that bothers me, because I eat like raw clams and oysters and stuff. So the fully cooked part isn't bothering me. It's more so just where it was at. Lord help me. What am I doing? I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. Why the fuck not? People try ants, worms, and what goes on. I'm not doing that. I might try cricket. If I ever went to like, I don't know what Asian country it is. I don't know if it's Korea or Thailand or something, but they be doing like the crickets. I would try that. I don't know. I probably would. I don't know. Yeah, no. It does. I mean, it don't taste like anything. And the crazy part is it don't even taste like salt. Usually when you get mussels and stuff fresh out of the ocean and clams and stuff, it usually have like a salty taste to it. Ain't no salt in that. So I don't know what that's about. But ain't no salt in it. So yeah, I'm not gonna eat it. Yeah, and I'm not gonna digest it. But it tastes like how, I guess, clam is supposed to taste, that little piece that I put in my mouth, but no. No. I'm gonna put it outside and see if an animal would eat it. Probably like a bird or something. If it was seagulls in this area, that's another thing. Ain't even no seagulls over here. And you wanna know the crazy part? Like while I was shaving my legs, it was like a little family that had walked by, and I just heard the dude say, "Oh my God, look at this view," or whatever. And when I turned around, he was climbing over the rock that was like right on the left side of me. And he was looking over and he saw me like down by the water, sitting with my feet in the water. I was shaving my legs. Mind you, they called me. I don't know if he actually saw me shaving it, but my legs had soap on and everything. He probably saw. I don't care. But he looked or whatever, and I looked, and I just like nodded hi or whatever. And then I saw the rest of the family coming, like from the right in back of me, like walking over by him. I'm like, oh, it's mad at them. It was like a good, probably 5, 6. But yeah, he had what I was saying. Bro, what was I saying? Yeah. So Jack, I forgot what I was saying. I don't know. I don't even remember what I was saying. Hold on. I just remembered. So, yeah, mind you, I finished the oodles and noodles already, everything, but it was bothering me. Mind you, I had dropped the iPod in the water while I was over there shaving my leg. So, when I went back to see what I was saying, so that I can, catch up, I couldn't even hear the volume because I guess it was still water stuck in the headphone part. So when I was trying to turn the volume up and down, it was saying headphones. I'm like, headphones? So I shut off the Bluetooth because I'm like, what headphones are you talking about? But then I put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, oh, snap, I dropped the phone. I dropped the iPod earlier. So it's probably water, like, in the headphone thing, and it probably triggered something in the can, like, it's a headphone in it, but ain't no headphones in it. Whatever have you. But what I was saying was, he was up on the rocks or whatever, and the family was passing by me, and mind you, they had like a little boy with them or whatever. So the little boy got up on the rock with him, and they was looking down like at the water, and I heard him say it, and in my mind, the crazy thing is, when I first initially got over there, I went out into the water. And every time I go by water, I don't know, for some reason, I always look for seashells. But in this area specifically, I know that there's not going to be no seashells because it's not the sea or whatever, it's a pond. So I'm like, I don't be, I look, but all I ever find is rocks, like, or small pebbles and stuff like that. It's never any kind of mollusks or anything. So I go and I looked when I went down there, whatever, and also see if there's any fish over there. I'm saying that I don't want to get, next to. But then I heard the little boy, and once they wound up passing, I heard the little boy. He was like, oh look, there's seashells or whatever. I heard him saying, and mind you, when he said it, it stood out to me because I'm like, in a pond. I'm like, he sees seashells or whatever, whatever. And I was like, maybe in my mind, I'm like, maybe he probably seen like a rock or something like that or whatever. And then they wound up going about their ways. I went back to, shaving my legs and stuff like that. And then after I was finished shaving my legs, I look over to the right inside the water and I see this. And I'm like, mind you, and it didn't even dawn on me what the little boy had said until like later on after the fact. Until later, yo, I am so slow, bro. It didn't dawn on me until like after I saw it. I took a stick to like move it to see if I was bugging, and when I took the stick inside to put it in the water and moved it, I'm like, that's a mussel or a clam. And I went, and as soon as like I moved it, I saw it move like it was closing. So I guess before I touched it, it was the shell was actually like cracked open, but once I moved it, it like shut, and I saw something like slip in, and like it just went like completely closed. And I was like, oh my god, and it's alive or whatever. So I go and I grab it and I like rinse it off real quick, and I just wound up throwing it in like my little bag. And then as I was walking to another part of the water or whatever, just to go, chill over there. And in the process of walking, I don't know why I went back to that. I'm like, because the whole time I was just bugging, I'm like, I really just found like a mussel, a clam or something inside of this water. It's just mad weird. And as I'm just thinking that whole time, I'm like, the little boy did say that he saw seashells too. I'm like, that's crazy. And it's ironic that I just so happened to find this. So I'm like, all right. Like, bro, what's going on? I feel like somebody's messing with me. Like, I feel like something has happened to me. Like, it's not this much coincidence in the world, if you ask me. It is not this much coincidence in the world, if you ask me. Like, I literally feel like something's like attached to me. Something's following me. Something's saying, I don't know. People keep on talking about, oh, we're in the Matrix and all kinds of nonsense going on. I don't know. But all I know is 2 plus 2 is not equaling 4 lately. So I'm like, it's just not equaling 4. So yeah, bro, I don't know what's going on. But I'm just gonna go with the flow. But that's why I got back on here to say, mind you. And another thing is, mind you, I made the oodles and noodles, and I'm like, bro, I'm starting to run out of like Kinder, like flame stuff. Like I'm down to probably like 2 pieces because I've been cutting the fire stick or whatever that I had brought. I've been cutting it into pieces and using like little blocks to do the fire for the food. And so now I've been like, every time I go to the store, because now they got all these paper bags in these, so they don't got plastic bags no more. And I ain't complaining because the paper bags been coming in handy because I've been using them paper bags as soon as I buy my stuff. And anything that I purchase, like food wise, that comes in like any kind of carton or box and everything, I save the carton and boxes and the bags and everything. And just like this here, this chewy thing, I've been ripping up bits and pieces of it to put in the flame. I've been utilizing everything to fuel the fire. So now I'm starting to run out of I'm starting to run out of the little stuff to throw in the fire. So I'm like, I got this food left. How am I gonna be cooking this food? And it didn't dawn on me when I made the first fire, mind you. I don't know if y'all remember, if y'all been following me. The first fire I made, I said that it was just like this big, huge fire for this little pan and everything. And mind you, that fire was burning mad long. Like, that fire was just burning. It was not stopping. I don't know how I did that fire. All I know is it really, like, took, compared to every fire that I made after that. That first one, really, like, I could cook on it. Then the second one is when I made the smaller pit, which is more convenient for me or whatever. So, but when I made the second one, I think I just used like the paper bag, and I tried to use like sticks and stuff like that. And I just felt like I just kept putting pieces of the paper bag in the fire to just keep the flame going. Like, for some reason, I'm like, bro, why is this flame just going? So now here comes today, a few meals later, I'm starting to run out of stuff. So I'm like, bro, I got this fire going. I'm like, these noodles, they cooking and stuff like that. But I'm like, I'm running out of like this paper bag. Like, I ain't gonna have nothing else to add to the fire. And this cardboard chewy thing, like this type of box material, for some reason, it doesn't really hold in a fire for too long unless it's like a big fire. Then these pieces of this to do good. But for the most part, I gotta use like either loose leaf paper or the paper bags. Those burn really good. Like, once I tear them into pieces and boil them up and throw it in the fire, it's good. So I'm sitting here and I'm running out of pieces to throw in the fire. So I'm like, bro, these noodles is half cooked. Where am I gonna put in this flame? So I'm looking around and I don't know why. Because mind you, I've been trying to, like, lately, I've been putting the sticks in. I've been putting the sticks in the flame and everything. The sticks have not been burning. So I'm like, mind you, I'm sitting here. Yesterday I'm sitting here. And today too, like this morning too, I was thinking about it too. Because like every time I go to eat, I'm like, bro, what am I going to be using to light this fire? Because the sticks I keep putting in, the wood I keep putting in, is not burning the way it's supposed to be burning. So Yo, I can't with myself. Like, so I'm like, all right, so the sticks ain't burning. So what am I gonna use, excuse me, to put in this fire? So now I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, bro, I need to like YouTube some type of like firewood, like what kind of wood is good for like fueling the fire, for a campfire, stuff like that. But I'm like, bro, I can't even go on my phone to go on YouTube because I don't use all my data. They not gonna let me go on and look up anything. Like, I'm blocked from that until, you know, the data is like reset or whatever. So I'm like, yo, I'm just stuck right now. So as I'm cooking the noodles and I'm running out of paper, I'm like, yo, how is it I managed to get that fire so big the first time around? Mind you, I'm just standing there cooking the fire. Nothing but media around me, and I'm not putting two and two together. So then I look, I'm like, hold on. I'm like, let me take this little job because, you know, fall time come, I'm in the woods. There's dried up dead leaves everywhere. So I go and I caught myself trying to take a leaf to throw it in the flame. John threw that leaf in the flame, and I'm like, oh, it's burning. And it started burning. I was like, oh, it's lit. Like, I just started grabbing mad leaves and just throwing it in the fire to just fuel the fire. I'm like, I forgot I had put leaves on top of the sticks, on top of the paper bag pieces, on top of like these little like material like this, like of the chewy box. I had that in it. And I actually, that time I did not use, this is what I was talking about. So I brought these. And I have 4 of them. I'm down to the last one. But the first fire I made, it was mad big. And I didn't even use one of those. I didn't use one of those up until the second time I tried making something to eat. Excuse me. So I'm almost done with that. And I actually like it. But now that I think about it, I don't know why I forgot to use the leaves. This whole time I've been forgetting to use the leaves. Mind you, it's nothing but leaves around me, and it doesn't take long to cook the oodles and noodles. They cook like within probably within like 7-8 minutes, maybe less. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm like, bro, I don't really got nothing to worry about. And then I got my little torch and stuff. And this, I could constantly like refuel it. And if I want to do like whatever. So I'm good. I'm good on the note of you know, having stuff for the fire. I don't know why it didn't dawn on me up until that moment. Like, no lie, when stuff start running low and you get on a budget, your mind really start working. So that's why I wanted to say that I'm about to cut this short because this video is going to be like over an hour. And that's not, I was only trying to make it 30 minutes. But yeah, I guess. But that's been my day today. Anyways, yeah, I'm out officially. I'll talk to y'all until next time.